Evan Giddings is in Oakland right now, our own Evan Giddings. E-Dog is standing by at the Collie and looking at everything that's unfolding. Hey, Evan, what's going on out there, man? What does it look like?
It's fantastic. I'm glad you called it the Collie because that is what everyone has been screaming since the moment that I got off the BART bridge. And I got to tell you, I've been coming to A's games for a long time. I'm sure other people have for much, much longer, but I've not seen the Coliseum parking lot look like this, honestly, in the last couple of years. And I know there hasn't been a whole lot to cheer for, but it's just been a great sight to see. 20,000 people out here. Everyone's already lined up, ready to get through the gates. Everyone's picking up their sell-the-team shirts. And unfortunately, I know that might not be the case based on what transpired earlier today in Nevada, but it's just been a great sight to see the fans show out and try and voice their opinion for a team they love.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be heartbreaking for so many people out there, Evan. And I'm looking at some of the images on Instagram and people playing cornhole with Fisher and Cavill's face in it. What would you say is the relative level of, I don't want to say anger, but edginess as fans get ready to get into the game?
It's definitely a mixed set of emotions out here, Dibs. And I would like to believe that the majority of it is just kind of a togetherness. I'm here with a lot of people that I played Little League with, that I went to high school with, even that I went to college with. And I think there's a lot of people in the same boat that are trying to just experience that sense of community. And that word has been something that's escaped the Oakland A's for quite some time. And so to have that one last chance potentially to get everyone here in the same place at the same time and enjoy the team and the sport that we all grew up loving is hopefully more than, of course, the rage or the anger that's felt towards the ownership group with the Oakland Athletics. And I personally haven't been focused on that too much because I've just been walking down memory lane with a lot of people that I know and love, and I believe that that's kind of the sentiment that's been spreading throughout this parking lot so far.
Well, Evan, that's what I wonder. Like, is this going to change at all when it goes from parking lot to actual games? So many of the people who have been calling into us at our show the last few hours are expressing that this is not about like John Fisher rage. This is like, let's get together with everybody and do this one last time, which I get in terms of gathering in the parking lot. But what do you think happens when the doors open and everyone goes inside and the game is actually played?
I think it's kind of a similar feeling. I mean, everyone's going to enjoy a baseball game. And why do we go to games? Yes, to see our teams, but to be in the group and to be in the presence of the people that we're around. The fans here in Oakland have not had, obviously, a whole lot to cheer about this season, and nor are they necessarily expecting a great victory, even though the team's won 6 in a row. If they did, I'm sure they'll scream their heads off, but this team has seen playoff victories, of course, going back to the 80s and the 70s, world championships, and in my lifetime have had some string of success that's been great. So I think it's just a chance to kind of soak that in once the game starts. The Tampa Bay Rays, on paper, best team in baseball. Nobody, I think, is expecting a win, and that's kind of the point of the entire protest, showing out party, whatever you want to call it, is to show that it's not actually about what's happening on the field. It's about what people experience. It's about what people are here for, which is each other and the Oakland A's, to show their support as much as they can and to give back to a place that has given them plenty of awesome and great experiences.
What's the percentage of people that you're seeing that have the Sell shirts on, and do you have one yourself, Evan?
I do. I have one right here on my chest, and I have one right here on my belt waiting for a friend that's coming over from BART. So I got the old 2-for-1, and I would say that I know they were giving out 7,000. I think that bumped that to close to 10,000. There's multiple locations around the lots, A, B, that they've been giving out these T-shirts for. I would say close to 60-70% of people that are here have those Sell T-shirts on. For those that showed up late, unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. So we'll see once we get inside. But everyone that's had a chance to get their hands on these Sell shirts is absolutely wearing them and rocking them proudly.
I wonder, Evan, so is it the kind of crowd, the vibe that you're looking at as you go into the game tonight, where everybody is still just like, man, it's great to see you. Let's go down memory lane and have a beer? Or is this like a crowd that's going to start chanting and really getting crazy and up the energy?
Well, so there are some cheer instructions that will be handed out at the gate.
Oh.
And I've spoken to the man that organized this entire event, Stu Cleary, was fortunate enough to go to college with his kid teammates, and so I know these guys very well. They've been very passionate about this. The entire plan is for the beginning of every inning to chant "Sell the team," and at the end of every inning, it is to say a particular message to John Fisher that may or may not turn a bit vulgar as the drinks and the night ensues. But at the beginning and end of every single inning, there is going to be a chant, ideally vocalized by the entire 25,000 person crowd.
And I would imagine that the chant is "Thank you, Fisher," with "thank" maybe being a 4-letter expletive.
Yes, that is the goal. 4-letter word, your choice. But pretty much we're just going to be trying to keep it, or at least I will be keeping it as PG as possible.
Always.
And for everyone who chooses to step up to the R-rated section of the movie, feel free.
All right. And then, Evan,
He's a class act.
you're in for Steiny, so we get to hear all about it tomorrow morning, too, right?
Yeah, if I remember. But I will be there tomorrow, absolutely, 10 a.m., 2 p.m. Looking forward to rocking this thing with Daryl the Guru Johnson and seeing you guys tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you're doing the show tomorrow if you remember?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Didn't
it sure
it sound
sounded
like that?
Yeah. Like, if you remember that you got a job in the major market.
All right.
Evan, keep your eyes for me on, like, the concession stand and, like, the ushers. Did they staff it knowing that 25,000 people are coming, or did they staff it expecting their usual 2,200?
No, they're going to have extra staffers here, and I believe I saw a tweet from Martin Gallegos that said they are donating the proceeds from the food tonight to one of the local food banks here in the East Bay. So at least the A's got one thing right tonight.
Yeah, all ticket revenue, in fact, Evan, the Alameda County Community Food Bank and the Oakland Public Education Fund. So your tickets, which I'm sure you paid for, top dollar, you have also just donated to charity.
Sounds good. I wish I could say that I did. But if I, in fact, purchase something later tonight, I know it'll be going to a good cause.
There you go. You want a beer? Have a beer. All right. Thanks, Evan.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
All right. There goes E-Dog. He'll be on with Guru tomorrow if he remembers.